Ocean is the ruler of the mountains, the god of travelers and vagrants. He commands the element of wind and is associated with the sixth moon of the Ocean calendar. Ocean is the brother of Nald'thal and the close companion of Haon. He's most often depicted as a carefree ranger wielding a bow of yew. His symbol is the walking stick. Miqo'te is the purveyor of architecture and industry and god of the arts. He commands the element of lightning associated with the seventh moon of the Erosion calendar. Miqo'te is the elder brother of Haon and pupil of Talak. He's most often depicted as an ardent smith with a two-headed hammer. His symbol is the hand. Might go with him. Just purely, smith. These people are frequently smiths. It works. Rhalgar, Breaker of Worlds, is god of destruction, the guardian deity of the now fallen nation of Ala Maigo. He commands the element of lightning and is associated with this 8th moon of the Erosion calendar. Rhalgar is the father of both Miqo'te and Haon and serves as an attendant to Heya. He's often depicted as a mangus carrying a staff of bronze. His symbol is the streaking meteor. Azima is the keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. She commands the element of fire and is associated with the 9th moon of the Erosion calendar. Azema is the daughter of Ul'dah and the elder sister of Menfia. She is often depicted as a noble lady holding a golden fan. Her symbol is the radiant sun. Nald'thal is the overseer of the underworld and god of commerce. And god of commerce is the guardian deity of Ul'dah. He commands the element of fire and is associated with the 10th moon of the Erosion calendar. Nald'thal is the single manifestation of the deific boat twins Nald and Tal. He's most often depicted as a discerning merchant holding a balance. His symbol is the crowry, an ancient shell currency. Nalfiq, tender of soils and harvests and goddess of abundance, is the guardian deity of Gridania. She commands the element of earth and associated with the 11th moon of the Eldosian calendar. Nofia is the daughter of Enzima and the younger sister of Lion. She's often depicted as a jubilant farmer holding a scythe of steel. Her symbol is a spring leaf. I can't pronounce these names, but Christ. Altak is the surveyor of change and space and god of time. He commands the element of earth and is associated with the 12th moon of the Erosion calendar. Altak is the father of Azima and Manfina, an elder brother to Lamia. Christ. He's depicted as an astute emperor wielding a mithril great axe. His symbol is the hourglass. I think I will go with him. Him or him. Overseer of the underworld. Just, these hell guards. They guard the underworld so no one can escape. Though that's their culture kind of thing. Heritage. But at the same time, I'm thinking, actually, no, you know what? It works. It's badass. Okay, let's see. Gladiator. Christ, there's so much to this. It's awesome. Gladiators specialize in the handling of all manner of one-handed blades, from daggers to longswords, be they single or double-edged, straight or curved. A defining characteristic of the art is its emphasis on diverse combat tactics, training its members to bring their martial skills to bear in any situation. As such, there are practitioners who marry sword and shield, seeking to defend their fellow companions. Others opt to carry opt for an empty offhand, choosing instead to focus entirely on their sword arm. In all instances, the ages-old art of the sword makes the gladiator a formidable adversary in any encounter. Pugilist. The path of the pugilist is one of incessant training aimed at mastering the traditional techniques of hand-to-hand combat. Though they command formidable power when unarmed, they are wont to use metal, leather, and bone weaponry to maximize their destructive potential. Their preference for fighting at close quarters makes negotiating at distances an absolute necessity. This is why many pugilists are quick to learn the lightweight gear, allowing for maximum agility, ensures them better success in battle than cumbersome plate or chain. Marauder. The Marauder is a combat specialist whose weapon of choice is the Great Axe, a fearsome arm emblematic of Arizona's pirates. Their approach to battle is one of brute force, relying on strength and steel to crush their enemies and sunder weapons. They are highly sought after for their ferocity and intimidating presence, and are often employed to hunt down monsters plaguing the land, or to turn the tide of battle against warring nations. Lancer. The strategy of Lancers is to outrange and fluster opponents with their long-ranged, two-handed polearms, peppering them with a barrage of thrusting attacks. They are trained with a number of weapons, giving a diversity to their attacks that makes them extremely versatile combatants. In former times, the Longspear saw the most widespread use, due in great part to the influence of the proud Lancer legions of Almajo. Since then, the guild has greatly expanded its armories to include a variety of weaponry, such as a halberd and trident. And I will read this in a moment. Archer. The enduring prosperity of the bow is a testament to its elegant design, but a simple weapon would be of little worth without the surpassing skill of those who master it. The archers. Projectile techniques such as high-angle fire enable archers to assail their foes with deadly precision, even at great distances. The constant assessment of the battlefield enables them to choose to carefully determine the most advantageous ground from which to loose, as well as the nature of arrows best suited to their enemy. Together with the longbow sentries of the Araisan military, the shortbow hunters of the Miqo'te are widely regarded as most skilled with the bow. So gladiator. Ul'dah. The bustling commerce hub of Ul'dah sits amidst the desolate desert landscape of southern Al-Garden. Ul'dah culture is known for its affluence and wealth of the nation, and the wealth of the nation comes in large part from its abundant mineral resources and court crafting industry. Although it is the Sultana who claims sovereignty, true power is wielded by the Syndicate, a council sat by 6 of Ul'dah's most elite and influential. Nald'thal is the nation's patron deity, and two great halls devoted to his 2 aspects lie in the east and west of the city. Same there. Limnosa. The southern coast of the island of Valbrand, under the shadow of the ancient cliffs, worn by the relentless onslaught of the Rotano Sea, lies the thalassocracy of Limnosa. Its economy is driven primarily by shipping, but it boasts lucrative shipbuilding, fishing, and smith industries as well. To maintain the safety of its maritime routes, the city employs a formidable navy known as the Knights of the Barracuda. Even so, pirate bands run rampant in nearby waters, reaving and pillaging. Answer. Rididania. In the eastern reaches of the Alderan landmass, home to vast dense woodlands and coursing rivers, lies the forest nation of Gridania. The city landscape is a mosaic of labyrinthian waterways and great wooden structures, so gracefully constructed they seem a part of the surrounding environment. The favorite goddess of the citizenry is Norfenia, the matron, but great fate is also placed in the wisdom of the Seedseers, young oracles who guide the nation based on the will of the forest's elementals. An archer is the same. Disciples of magic. Arcanist, and their own same thing. I will read these as well before I choose. I'm probably going to go for this character with one of the Disciples of War, which sounds awesome. And this is your starting class and city state. I think in this you can change your job as you wish. Ooh, attire by job. He's confused. Small clothes, suddenly. Crotch bulge. Conjurer. Conjury calls upon elemental forces present in nature and concentrates them to a potency of which spells can be woven. True practice meditation on the essences of creation, conjurers draw forth and absorb aether from their immediate surroundings. A wand or cane made from unworked wood is then utilized to focus the aether until it manifests as the desired spell. The seat of the Conjurer's Guild lies at the Stillglade Fane in Gardenia, where the voices of Rose's elementals are said to be most powerful. Ooh, that looks awesome. Kind of makes me think of Vivi a little, though the face mask thing, like he's wearing a thing directly on his face, makes me think of Nier, another Square Enix game. well, a character in another Square Enix game called Nier. And I think that's actually the guy's name as well. No idea. But all I know is I'm going to be playing that game at some stage. As depressing as it is. No one's allowed to be happy in that game. I've watched a Let's Play of it. I think I've seen all of it. I remember, this is an annoying thing with me. I'll watch a Let's Play, then I'll lose interest. It's no criticism of the Let's Player. They could be the best thing ever. But I'll just fade off. I lose interest. Then I'll come back, might come back at a later stage and finish it. It's an annoying thing with me. Thaumaturge. In the hands of a skilled practitioner, thaumaturgy can be a force of terrifying destruction. At the heart of this school of magic lies the ability to call forth and command the latent aether within oneself through deep introspection. To then mold that aether into sorcery, the thaumaturge makes use of a scepter or staff, within which is housed a medium, a natural stone imbued with magical properties. Arcanist. Adapts of the art of arcanum derive their mind from symbols of power born of geometric techniques hailing from across the southern seas. Held within occult grimoires, these symbols lend shape to the arcanist aether, allowing him to produce myriad powerful spells. Using the self-same symbols to unlock the latent power contained within gemstones, arcanists are also able to summon forth the familiar known as carbuncle to carry out their bidding. I think I read that correctly. Sometimes I feel like I end up, well, how should I phrase this? I always get worried, like my mind drifts a ton, so I worry. I did read what's in front of me right, rather than, you know, what I'm thinking. It's a nuisance. Ooh, that looks awesome. I doubt this is the gear I start out in. Typically, it's like you look awesome, like in WoW, you look awesome. Then you start out in, you know, a pair of underwear with an imaginary sword. Exaggeratory, yes, but I like it. Pugilist, not really. Marauder, fucking badass. Oh baby. Archer, not bad, but it's down between the Marauder, which looks fucking fantastic. The Lancer, Marauder, both of which look fantastic, and Gladiator. I'm sorry, I'm going with the Gladiator. That just looks fan-fucking-tastic. Confirm. World. World is another name for the server in which your character will reside. Once you've chosen world, you will not be allowed to move to another. So if you make plans to play Final Fantasy XIV with friends, make certain that you all select the same one. Worlds are divided into 6 different data servers based on location of the servers. Should you encounter the fewest number of latency issues, it is recommended but not required. You select the data servers as close to where you're playing. Legacy Worlds, servers existing since the original launch, are indicated in parentheses. What's parentheses? Chaos, this world's data server, is recommended for residents of Europe. I do not remember. I don't know what parentheses means. Okay, well, oh, sorry, it's outright states. EU Legacy. Alright. Lich, Zodiac, Phoenix, Odin. I'll go with a newer server. Moogle or Shiva. We'll go with we'll go with Lich. Forename? What did I call this guy again? I have it here on my phone. Dromkuren. Bloody hell. Forename and surname. Bloody hell. And though you can use hyphens. That is cool. And you can actually go up to 20 characters. So that's cool. Part of me is tempted, like, I'm not sure how well these I came up with a surname before. I was thinking, you know, I might play D&D at some stage. Some friends were talking about doing it. So, I started thinking, what would I call my character? And I have a name wrote down somewhere. I'm just gonna have to pause my recording and see if I can find it. It's in a book. So, one sec. Hey folks, and I'm back. Let me just alt-tab and make sure. Don't want to continue without actually recording. Recording locally. Recording locally. Recording locally. Yes, all is well. Hallelujah. Fucking hallelujah. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm recording. Let me get back in. Lovely music with this. So let's go with... Let me get my phone back out so I can get the spelling. D-R-O-M-K-U-R-E-N. Double check that spelling. Oh, actually, that's a total. Oh, I'm glad the next... I thought it was for both. You 15 letters minimum for each name, but then you could go up to 20 for each if you wanted to. But it was a weird way I thought they laid it out. But no, it's 20 letters in total for both names. So D-R O-M-O-M-K-U-R-E-R-E-N-N. And I didn't put in a space. Can't actually. And the surname Teledros. T-E-L-A-D-R-O-S. Or Teledros. I prefer Dross, but I'm not sure if I'm spelling it correctly to get that sound. C'est la vie. Again, I just tossed, these together. It works. I like the sound of it, but it just feels... I know, I'm not used to being creative, basically. It's been more of a recent thing, T-E-L? T-E-L? T-E-L, yeah. T-E-L. A. D-R. D-R. O-S. O-S. Yep, all as well. I could just randomize it, but... apparently it's go by their naming conventions, but fuck that. We do it my way. Doubt anyone else has come up with this name before. He was just so lovable for a moment there, and then he just goes back to his dour look, and it's just like, Christ. For a moment I wanted to cuddle him, now I just want to tear away from his blade. Aw, and that's a cute little loady thing. Duh. Just waiting for the game to crash now or some shite. But yeah, I can see myself playing a bit of this. Well, just at least so far, it looks cool. I don't know how it is mechanically in the slightest, but I could see myself playing a bit. With just some expectations I've based off of nothing so far. It'll be awesome.
Here. Here. Feel.
I'm restraining my smartassery here. That's not healthy. Fuck. Oh yeah. Oh no, they got a fancy headpiece. That did look cool, I have to say. Though it did look kind of funny just